Hi, Sammo the pot gardener here, and another quick video. Right, well, I'm in my greenhouse now. I'm in my greenhouse now, and it's about a video I saw from Aaron's allotment. He was growing cucumbers, and he said he was having difficulty trying to distinguish between male and female flowers on a cucumber plant. So I thought I'd make this little video for you, Aaron, and well, anyone else who's having a bit of trouble, and well, I'll show you how I distinguish between the two. So if we look at my cucumber plant, okay, just a bit of a wider shot, there they are, there's two there. Right, so what we need to look at is, there you go, so if I can zoom in a bit, and there you go, right, oh it's in the way, right, okay, so what we've got is this main stem here, and coming off the main stem you've got cucumber. Now this is a young one here. You got the bit that attaches the cucumber to the stem, which is this bit where my thumbnail is. You've got the flower there, and in between that you've got this little swelling. So at the minute it's no bigger than my thumbnail, but there's a distinct difference between that swelling and the rest of the stem, and so it's between the flower and the stem. That's what I call the ovary. That's what's going to develop into a cucumber, and right next to it you've got a more developed one, stem, the flower's there, so in between is this thing here, and that's your cucumber. So that's a female. They're the ones you need to keep. Now I have to go on to my other cucumber plant to show you some males, and if I can home in on some. Right, there you go. So again, you got the main stem here. Now there's about three there. There's that bit there, that's the flower, and trying to keep it steady, you've got the stem, which is that tiny little bit there, but as you can see there's no swelling behind the flower and in front of the stem, so that's a male flower. Just move it a little bit there. Still can't make it out that clearly, but there's definitely no swelling. So that's a male flower. So it's just a case of removing them. I don't know if I've there's others there. I'll try and get, there you go. So you've got the flower there, the yellow thing, and you've got the short stem behind it, and in between there's no swelling. So that's a set of three male flowers there. In fact there's another one behind it, so there's four there. You tend to find the cluster a lot. You get a cluster of male flowers there, and then on this bigger one you've got a little cluster of females. Doesn't always follow that rule, but it's a rule that can help you. But it's definitely look for this swelling, and that'll tell you it's a female flower. What you could do is, if you're still unsure, is just leave it, because by the time these male ones flower and you should remove them, they'll have got bigger, and you can definitely tell whether there's the female ovary behind the flower or not. So any doubts, you can leave it and, you know, let it grow a bit, not too much, but just let it grow another couple of days and you'll be able to tell the difference. So and just out of curiosity, I'll zoom out. There are my mini munch cucumbers. There's a fully developed one there which is ready for picking. You're only supposed to grow them about a couple of inches the size of your thumb, or too many. It's about the size of my thumb, so that's ready. But as I say, that one there is a sort of, well, that one is nearly there. That one's like an intermediate stage, and that one is a little bit younger. Okay, I hope that helps you, Aaron. It's a simple rule I use, and it does me. I seem to get it right. I certainly get plenty of cucumbers, so I mustn't be doing anything seriously bad. So have a go, try it. If it works for you, brilliant. Okay, so that's it for this video. See yous around. Bye now. Okay, I thought I'd put this little clip at the end because it occurred to me yesterday when I was watching some YouTube clips that Titley's Garden YouTube channel, T-I-T-L-I-S, Titley's, and in it she was saying how our tomatoes were doing really well, but then she'd tempted fate and she ended up with blossom end rot on her tomatoes, and that made me remember that in my earlier videos on tomatoes I'd forgotten to mention part of the soil mix I use includes ground down eggshells, and I use them because it gives calcium. It releases it as much as I can from the eggshells by really grinding it down to a fine powder. I put that in my compost mix with me volcanic rock and me chicken pellets, and the calcium helps me and helps me tomatoes not to get blossom end rot because of the calcium that's available to the tomato plants. So I thought I'll do this quick video, or this quick clip, and explain about this little omission I made in my earlier videos. I do apologise, and I'm still getting used to this video lark, so I'm maybe not the best presenter, and I do forget the odd thing that I intend to mention but I end up forgetting. So that's it. Okay, something I've discovered, I'm trying out Cucamelons this year, which are like grape-sized cucumbers that have got some sort of hint of lime in them, something like that. it's something new I'm trying, so I don't know exactly what it is I'm looking for, but looking at one of my cucamelon plants, which is it's very hard to see in amongst it, but there you can see the stem, and I think that's a side shoot, and there's this other stem growing, carrying on growing. If I zoom in and change the focus slightly, I don't know if I can. Oh, it's not easy doing this. Ah, there you go. Right, I think this is the beginning of one of my cucamelons. It's get me find out where my finger is. Right, okay, so this is the stem, its main stem. That's going off to a leaf, which you can see there, quite a large leaf, and it's this thing here that's coming off. Now what I think, if it's like cucumbers, and it should be, we're in here like a cucamelon, that little nodule thing on the end, I think that's going to develop into a flower, and as I say it, like cucumbers, it has like a sort of ovary which is a swelling behind the flower, which is that thing there. So if I'm right, I think that's the beginnings of my first cucamelon. So great things are happening in my greenhouse. This is growing in amongst one of my tomato plants, just to give it some support in my greenhouse, because it is a sort of sprawling climbing thing that likes to clamber up things, and as you can see there, the shoot's going up, and it goes up, and at the minute it's finishing about there at the moment, but it's nearly at the top, and I'll just get it to grow along and what have you. I've got a couple in here, in with me inkberry. Hard to tell, but there, as you can see, the main stem of one of them growing up, and there you go. There's the stem, one of the leaves, and the growing tip at the moment is there. But that's using my inca plant as a support to climb up. So great things. That's me cucamelons.